For today's easy flower piping tutorial, I will be showing you how to pipe a buttercream dahlia. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using a flower nail and I have a stand to set it down in. I'll also be using some squares of parchment paper. For the outer petals, I'm going to use a 101 tip. It's important to note that there is a wide end as well as a narrow end on this tip. For the center petals of my dahlia flower, I'll be using a number 81 tip. You can see this is a curved tip. To begin, attach a square of parchment to your flower nail. With the narrow end facing out, I'm going to apply pressure, pull out, and then pull back to my starting point. It is important to note that I'm going to leave a gap at the center of this flower. You want your petals to touch, but not overlap. As always, all of these instructions, as well as the buttercream recipe, can be found down in the description box below. For the second row of petals, I'm going to pipe in the same manner, except I'm going to tuck my tip just right beside the previous petal, and this is going to give a more 3D effect to the outer row of petals for our buttercream dahlia flowers. Again, you don't want these to overlap, but you want to ensure that they are touching. I'm using a coupler, so now I'm going to switch my tip. I'm going to pipe a small mound in the center with no tip. If you're using two piping bags, you can just do this mound with your 101 tip. I'm going to swap to my number 81 tip, and with the curved edge facing outward, I'm going to pipe lines coming across the top of this mound, overlapping slightly to create a flower bud shape in the center of my dahlia flower. Now that's complete, I'm going to start piping the inner petals. I'm going to hold my tip straight up and down, apply a small amount of pressure, pull up, release pressure, and pull away. Again, we don't want these to overlap, we just want them to touch. Now we're going to do a second row in that same manner. As we do our final row of petals, we're going to angle our tip out slightly and try to make these ones just a little bit longer. This is going to ensure a nice full looking dahlia flower. And that is how you pipe an easy buttercream dahlia flower. If you have any questions, let me know down below, and as always, thanks so much for watching.